Hi dolls, so I'm going to be doing a video today on eyebrow shaping. Through 7 years experience, I have seen and heard one of women's top makeup predicaments, and that is achieving well-groomed, defined brows. Beautifully groomed brows can make a huge difference. They frame the eyes and can totally transform the face. You can seek a professional to get your ideal shape and then learn to maintain them yourself, or if you so choose, you can just completely do them yourself. So if you're interested in learning how to achieve those well-groomed, defined brows, then keep watching. Okay, so first off, I'm going to list off the tools that you're going to need. You're going to need tweezers. I highly recommend Tweezer Man. They are the best. They're a little pricier, but they're very good quality and sturdy and always seem to stay sharp. So there's a few different styles in Tweezer Man, so I'm going to show you a few of those. These are the standard ones, of course. You can get these really anywhere. I got these at my local beauty supply store, Peels. Kind of has like a zebra design on it. I have the mini slant tweezers. So I just got these at Walgreens, and I always like to have 2 pairs on me because I do so many brow shapings in my studio here for Dermalure Beauty. So those are the mini slant ones. Then you have your point tip tweezers, and I just got these at Walgreens as well. The other ones were getting a little dull, so these are to get the really small or fine hairs, the really stubborn hairs that just won't come up with your regular tweezers. Grabs even the finest of fine hairs for ultimate precision. So I like to have these on hand just in case. And you need an angled brush, and this is the angled brush that I use. It's a dual brush. It's by Ardell. I got this at Sally's for $8, so it's got like the mascara looking tip at the end, and then the angled brush on the other side. So you can use the angled brush, or you can get these disposable mascara wands. These I get at Peels, Ariel. Next, what you'll need is manicure scissors. I do get these in the nail section. Mine is Sally Hansen, and I do recommend getting one that has a slight curve to it, as you can see here. Really trims brows to like their natural curve, so you're not just going straight across, but they're kind of laying down in their natural curve. Okay, next is razors. These are face razors, like brow razors. I get, let's see, Salon Perfect Brow Trim and Shape, and I get these at Walmart. There are also different brands and styles and stuff at Sally's Beauty that you can get, but these are kind of what they look like. Like I said, they're not very sharp. They're really good for the in-between hairs of the brow, any of the ultra-fine baby hairs at the top. I do not get the coarse actual brow hair. Just can't seem to individually pluck every single one of those baby hairs. So that's what these are good for. Then you need your choice of pencil, wax, and filler. So I'm going to run through some of the brow products that I have. You guys may have seen this in my makeup organization video. I've got a huge collection. Okay, a pencil is really used to trace the outline of the brow, and I have a few different brands here, mostly Maybelline. I use the Define-A-Brow, Maybelline. I use, this is CoverGirl. I don't really use CoverGirl that much, but I do have some in there. They're just not as creamier as the Maybelline ones. The Master Shapes, those are my favorite, so Maybelline Master Shapes. I also have a bedhead one. I do like bedhead. So after you've outlined the brow and the pencil, then you would take your wax and powder to fill in and define the brow. So I'll take you through some of those that I have. I use NYX. These are only a couple bucks, so I got these ones in every color. They are called Eyebrow Cake Powder. And this is what they look like. Just a couple different ones to show you. Sorry, my nail, like I slammed it in the door and it looks so gross. It like cut in half, so apologize for that. But anyway, those are the NYX ones. Wax and powder duos. Elf makes a really good one. This is the one I use on a daily basis. These are about $3 as well. Benefit has a really good brow line. Probably one of the top. I have a wax and powder duo called Browsings. So that is what that looks like. I'll open it up for you. It does come with little mini tweezers and a brush. So there's the wax on one side and the powder on the other. This is about $26, $27. Good quality, but it's just a little bit more pricey. So those are the wax and powders that I have. And lastly, I would recommend brow gel. Brow gel is really going to set the hairs in place. And I have a couple different ones. I have an Ardell Brow Sculpting Gel. I got this at Sally's Beauty. And then I also use Maybelline Clear Mascara. It does the same job. So I do use a brow highlighter if I'm getting all done, my makeup done. It's a brow lifting pencil in Benefit. It's just got like a really pinky white look to it, and you just use it right underneath the brow. I know a lot of girls use like their favorite concealer or eye brightener underneath the eyebrow there, but this does the job. I love this stuff. Next is the measuring basics to eyebrow shaping. And you might want to consider your face shape in this, because the more round your face is, the more angular you probably want to make your brows to add more angles to the face. And the more chiseled your face is, to soften your look, you want to make them a little more curvier than angled. Myself, I've got more of an angled, chiseled face, so I like to make my eyebrows a little more rounded. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your pencil, or like I have my mascara wand applicator, you're just going to hold it to the side of the nostril, and then straight up and down, that is exactly where your brow should begin. Then you're going to angle it over to the iris of the eye, directly over. That's where you know your angle should be placed, your arch. And then you're going to bring it to the outer corner of the eye, and that's how you know where your brow should end. Now, personally, I like my eyebrow just a little extended past that part. That's just a personal thing. So whatever you want to do, but that's just the basics to get your ideal brow shape. And a little added tip is, while you're doing this, maybe take some kind of eyeliner and just make 3 dots, so you have an idea, a better idea of the shape that you want to get and where exactly you want to tweeze. Okay, so now the grooming begins. First, you want to cleanse the area to get rid of any bacteria that might be there. You really don't want any bacteria getting into the areas that you've just tweezed. So what I use is BioElements Professional Skincare Degestant Cleaner. This is kind of for my business. I use a lot of BioElements as well as clinical care. So it's for really oily skin, and I have really oily skin. And then I just take some cotton balls, cleanse the area, also rids of any makeup or whatnot that you might have there still. Okay, next you're going to take your manicure scissors and your mascara applicator wand, or you can also use your brush for this as well. Then you're going to trim. So we're going to trim next. And we want to trim the hairs next because it's going to hurt less when we are tweezing, because we don't want to be tweezing these super long hairs that aren't necessary. We're going to take the applicator with a mascara tip, and then we're going to, what I do is I just kind of fluff them up, and you can tell which ones are longer than the others. You just kind of go across. You want to be careful how much you're trimming on the outer corner, because that's going to give you the length, the necessary length that you're going to need on the outside of the brow, on the outer corner of the brow. And what you do to the top, you want to do to the bottom. So we're going to do the same exact thing, but brush them downwards. Okay, next you're going to tweeze the unwanted hairs. So I'm going to take my Tweezerman standard tweezers. These are my favorite ones. Then I also want to dampen the area up a little bit. I just take a moist towelette of whatever, baby wipe, and I dampen the area a little bit. Then you're going to pull the skin taut, and you want to tweeze in the direction of the hair growth. This is going to make the whole process a lot less painful for you. Now for me, you know, I didn't need to make the dots because I've done this so many times. I just kind of know exactly what shape my eyebrow needs to be in. Then we're going to go in with our brow razor and get all the baby hairs and the brow and the hairs in between. I'm just gonna do this eyebrow for today. That's all you guys really need to see. So we're just gonna go through, just be super careful. You know, you don't want to accidentally get too much hair. I've done that before, and it takes months to grow back. It took months for me anyways. So you just kind of get that, and then the hairs in between. And if there's a couple, you know, on the eyelid, I'd get some of those too. Those ones are really hard to get with tweezers, and you really don't want to be pinching your eyelid. It's extremely sensitive and it will bruise. Brow razors are a really fast way to shape the brows when you're in a hurry, if you have last second event or something come up, and they're not going to leave like the redness and the swelling as tweezing would. So I do highly recommend these. Like I said, I would just be very careful with them. You've got nicely groomed brows. If you so choose, now's the time to fill them in. So filling in your brows, just remember the eyebrow shaping basics that we talked about earlier, and you might still have your dots there. Like I said, I didn't need them just because I've done this a bajillion times. times. What I do is I take one of my pencils, and my favorite personally is the Define-A-Brow. So I use Define-A-Brow, and I use either medium or light. And you don't use this so much for the filling in. We're just gonna kind of outline them. Okay, now that I've outlined my eyebrow with my pencil, I'm gonna take my Duo Wax and Powder by e.l.f. and I'm just gonna take my little angled brush. I just use the brush that it comes with. You can use a different brush, no big deal. And I just dip it in the wax and then dip it in the powder. And using light, gentle strokes again, I'm just gonna fill it in. And then lastly, I'm gonna set my brows with eyebrow gel, and this is my favorite again. This is the Brow Sculpting Gel by Ardell. I get at Sally's Beauty. And I'm not going to use the applicator that it comes with inside, because otherwise you're going to really dirty the clear gel in here. It's gonna discolor real fast and it's not gonna be pretty. It's gonna look disgusting. So I just take, this is where I use just a separate mascara wand applicator. I'm just gonna dip it in there and just go over it. So yeah, that's basically it. This is the finished brow. I didn't do this side, just this side for you guys today. But yeah, that's how to achieve beautifully groomed brows. I hope you guys found this helpful. I hope I explained everything clearly and okay. If not, there is a step-by-step. I'll post below the video. And I do have picture tutorials again on my Instagram and Facebook on this step-by-step if you guys want to check those out. Again, thank you so much for watching and subscribing, and you all have an amazing day. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Beautifully groomed brows. And then they have ballpoint ones. And then they have the ballpoint tip. And then Tweezerman sells these ballpoint tweezers. I really like the ballpoint pens for really those little tuffy ones you can't really get with the standard tweezers. Then also Tweezerman has these stainless steel ballpoint pens. Or a so they're not very sharp. I mean, I don't even think you can cut your own finger with it. So of course I'm not going to sit there and try, but.